here is how to get what you want with magic. Many people want different things. Whatever it is you want, that's up to you. That's not up to me, that's up to you. Now, the hardest part, and I'm sure I've covered this in another video, is figuring out what you want. Most people have no idea what they want. We all think we know what we want. We all want this shiny thing, that shiny thing, this shiny person, that shiny person, this shiny job, the shiny career, the shiny object, the shiny 72-foot TV screen, whatever. We all want them. But what do we really want? We want to decide what we really want. Now, there's a time, for example, I did perform the Evermelon operation, the 6 months. You just don't leave the house, don't see any people, meditation, prayer, confession, though not the Christian style with me, and all the work for 6 months in seclusion. So afterwards, I get out of the house, go back into society, which is a little strange. When you haven't been around people or society for 6 months and you start seeing people and how they act and how they react to each other and things and their energies, it's really strange. Anyway, so here I'm out and about, walking around with friends, and I'll look in a store window and I'll say, you know, I'd really like that. Who doesn't? You look in a store window, you see something you like. And then somebody else would suddenly buy it for me the next day. It's like, well, I didn't really want it. I was just kind of, you know, going cool, window shopping. Okay, it's like, oh, okay, that was me. Yeah, after it happened the third time, I freaked out. I'm like, what? No, it's enough of that. Except after the first time, I stopped doing it out loud, just in case. But I would think it, and it would still come. Now, the whole thinking it, things manifesting, that generally, well, that quickly generally only happens after a long-term, where you do a long-term commitment working, strong working like the Evermelon or something like that. Though, if you think about it, we are magicians, we do manifest our thoughts. We have a lot of fleeting thoughts that we forget about, and they don't really manifest, usually, that we know of, but they are in the background manifesting in a way. It could be a little warped way, as it takes years to manifest. And we wonder, okay, you know, I spent all week thinking about money. Why don't I have any? Because you're worried about money even more than you're thinking about the awesomeness of it. You're too busy fretting about it. But then also, you're also too busy thinking about 10 billion other things, which totally nullified the money or warped the money into some strange way, or ended up with some job you hate or something. So what we think about and what we focus on manifests, whether it's really obviously sometimes to shake us up and make us watch our thoughts a little more, is what will manifest in our lives. So we have to figure out what we're going to think about and focus on. What do we truly want? What does our heart truly want? What will make us the most happy? Not just happy tonight, not just happy this week, but in general happy. Now there's things that we might want that'll make us happy tonight or this week. I'm sure we can manifest those, which is awesome and fun and all, but we want to figure out in general what we want. So we'll do this. Okay, so say you enjoy apple pie. Silly little example, but you enjoy apple pie. For me, it'd be carrot juice, but whatever. Okay, apple pie. And you want to manifest some apple pie. Okay, you got your apple pie, good, you forget about it. But what about a month later when you feel like an apple pie again? You got to work that magic again. But no, but if apple pie is your favorite thing to eat, sorry about the lame example here, you want to think about that that's actually important to you, and you want to do some work so that you have a monthly apple pie manifesting in your life in some reason, in some way. However that might be, you know, getting in good with somebody who makes apple pies and makes too many. You ever known people that bake? They always make too much and they're always trying to pawn it off on their friends. Yeah, I do that too. Any of my friends want these cookies? Sure, you take them all, I don't want them. Yeah, most people that bake will be. So that would be one way to manifest your apple pies. But If you're only thinking about the short-term outcome, you're getting one of these apple pies, not one a month, for the rest of your life, apple pies. So this apple pie is a silly example, but just to think about that with everything, what is important to you? The little stuff, apple pie definitely be a little stuff, and then the big stuff, you know, career, what makes you happy, what drives you, what helps you spiritually connect. You want to decide the big things as well and work towards them and focus on them. You want to fine-tune and focus a lot. Now, say you have your dream job is in social work and you want your apple pies. See, that would be perfect. You got a little something for fun that you can manifest that comes once a month. And then you're working towards your dream job. So you're working towards your schooling, getting the highest marks in your class. You're working towards being well thought of, getting some ins in the community, getting to know people that have been in the business for 50 years that really like you. See, you have several ways you want to work on that. And then your apple pie. See, that's two things. That's kind of perfect. A big thing and a little thing. The little things are fun, just to, you know, prove the magic works. What you don't want to do is have 50 things. You don't want, for example, 2 careers you're going for, because that splits the focus. Say you want to do social work, but you've also always dreamed of being an engineer. You know, some people have dual talent like that they can equally do either job just as good. Engineer pays way better, but social work, it's more helping people and you enjoy that as well. Which one? So you're kind of going for both. Well, there isn't time to really focus on both, or the magical energy to really focus on both. So you sort of want to pick one. You want to narrow down which one you want for your big picture focus. And then for little stuff, you started out, get it going so it sort of runs on its own. And then you can add a few more little things once in a while. But if you're doing like a brand new thing, apple pie, candy bar, marzipan, carrot juice, orange juice. Sorry, the food examples. Maybe I should have eaten lunch today. Anyway, so you don't want to be manifesting 20 different things alongside your main goal. Now, say I'll use the apple pie example. So you could do things like manifesting an apple tree, manifesting some nutritious flour. You could do the manifesting like that, which you could also, with the apple tree, do many things. You could make many different treats. Give the apples to your neighbors, so you could be good with the neighbors. You could give apples to the other social workers in the community for your social worker job, for your engineer neighbor, if you want to go into engineering. But you want to fine-tune your focus a little and figure out what it is you really want. Is it food? Is it dates? As in dating people, I don't mean food. Is it education? Is it learning? Is it art? So you want to be better at art. And you want to be better at music. So if you're going, so say you got your career figured out, decided which path you're going to do for the engineer thing. And then to balance yourself out, you want to do some art. So you could do painting, drawing, sculpture, music, piano, cello, bass, drums, hand drumming. It's like, whoa, hold on, slow down, that's a few too many. You're pulling magic from way too many different directions instead of just a fine-tuned focus here. So you want to bring in your focus and decide on what drives you the most, what you enjoy the most, what you want the most. You want to narrow that down and put the focus in. So say do bass guitar and watercolor painting for your ones, and then that getting enhanced in different ways, and perhaps your work being shown in galleries, which is kind of fun. So that could all be your little side focuses, and then engineering. But then you decide, you know, I've always wanted to tango dance. I really want to tango dance. They look like they're having so much fun every week doing that. I'm going to work some magic to get the best tango dance partners, the best tango dance teacher. It's like, wait a minute, now you're pulling other things in. Not that you can't do many things, but you want to figure out how many you're focusing on. And have you, okay, so you've got your apple pie already coming in. You got your apple tree going in your yard. You've made friends with the neighbor 3 doors down who bakes way too many apple pies but is on a diet. She's getting your apple pies, so that's covered. That's good. You don't have to worry about that anymore. On to your next project. So now you can start your next project. Okay, you got your carrot juice coming in. You just go to the store and buy it. Easier. Whatever, so that's covered. So you go on to your next thing. You get the ones covered, settled, figured out, and then go on to your next thing. The bass guitar, okay, so you sort of train your bass guitar once a week. You go for an hour a week. You practice at home for half an hour a day. Okay, that's good. You got this settled, got that figured out. Then the watercolor painting, it's less of an interest, so you do that, you know, once a week. You go for classes once a week. You practice. That's good. You got that covered. Now, how many hours you got in the day now? Okay. So magic and time, that's a good analogy here, is how many hours do you have in the day? How much magical energy do you have? How much focus do you have? So depending on what you want, you got to figure out your big picture goal and then your smaller picture goals and get them settled and squared away and running. You know, if you have a spell going or you just have to do a little refresh, like your apple pies, just do a little refresh, that's fine. Then you can go on to the next thing, the bass guitar, the watercolor painting, the whatever. And then you have some time for your tango dancing now. Do a little focus on the tango dancing, but if you're trying to figure out your tango dancing, which is Tuesday nights, your bass guitar is also Tuesday nights, and then Wednesday morning, bright and early, is your watercolor painting, that's getting a little crazy there. And if you're manifesting something, you're calling different daemons for each of these, like 5 different things, that's just a lot going on. So you want to get one settled before you go on to the next one. So time is a good analogy to this. You only have so much time in the day, so many hours in the day. Schedule is only so big. Same with magic. You can only do so much. Perhaps you could do them all, but you want to get them going before you move to the next one. You don't want to just do this one the next day, do this one, do the next day, do this one. No, you want to work on one and get it going, get it working, get it showing that it works before you move on to the next one. And then if one leads into another, then you're good to go. Perhaps the apple pie baker also tango dances. There you go. And then your watercolor painter just happens to be one of your engineering clients or something, you know, just if you can tie it in, all the better. But so you work in magic, you got to get the focus going and then decide how to do it. www.Enochian.org is my website, and my YouTube channel is Enochian.org. Like and share this video, please. Pass it on to your friends. Let's get some good information about magic out there. And thanks for watching.